going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign of what's going to happen to these other workers moving forward.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, of course, guys, we go over the funny article first. We have hedge fund billionaire Steve Cohen leaves Twitter after GameStop backlash. Now, the media rode GameStop all last week. Now we have even more stocks, cryptos, and precious metals that are getting the squeeze also, and I'm going to go over that later in this video. Now, we had the telecoms bid $81 billion for airwaves to build 5G. So, guys, when the C word first came out, 5G came up. What did 5G do? 5G went behind the curtain, and they're slowly moving forward. You know, I've done plenty of videos on that on my Crypto Teacher channel. Please go check those videos out. But definitely 5G is the biggest player in this fourth industrial revolution, Society 5.0. They have to have that network up. That's why they're shooting all those satellites in the air. This is going to be global. Please go check out my 5G stocks to purchase. Not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But those stocks are definitely going to be big down the road. Now also, guys, we have Ark Investment CEO says that the market is not in a bubble, and then also the stocks that she have, the top ones, are not in the bubble. Is that correct, guys? No, it is not. We know that the Fed pumped these stocks in order to build the fourth industrial revolution, and they're going to take that money back, so therefore they can build. Remember, when it comes to the New World Order, they have a plan, guys. Remember, everything is planned out. So we're definitely going to take a hit. Remember, I told you, first quarter. If you look at the futures today, they are down. We see the rest of the markets are down. So we'll make sure you keep an eye on that. Remember, I told you, always keep an eye on CNBC World because it's going to show you the Asian markets. Normally, the path the Asian markets go is normally the path we go. And don't forget that China New Year is also the second week of the month, and we normally take a hit also during that time. But a lot of these stocks are definitely in a bubble. We have companies with a market cap that haven't even made a product yet. So we're definitely in a bubble. Don't get me wrong, Tesla has great technology, great information, but they haven't produced anything. When it comes to cars, only sold about 500,000. None of those numbers make any sense. Yes, we know the autonomous driving, but guys, that's not going to be 3-5 years from now. So definitely these stocks are in a bubble. But we understand the plan, the fourth industrial revolution. Now we have Morgan Creek launches a SPAC ETF. I have the ticker symbol right there. But definitely, guys, we see these blank check companies are booming because basically they don't have to go through the whole IPO phase. They sit right as a direct listing. Not your financial advisor, it's not financial advice, but you may want to look at this. Like I said, we're definitely going to have a correction, but get your portfolio ready to get filled. Now we have Apple and Microsoft had great numbers, guys. Great fourth quarter numbers, but we saw the stocks go down. I went over that in the previous video onto why the manipulation. But definitely, guys, those stocks are going to head back up. Their numbers were actually wonderful. Now, remember I told you about oil, guys. Oil is going to be moving back up. We have Chevron, Exxon has been taking a hit, but this article, which explains that they were talking about a merger last year. Now, wouldn't it be crazy for them to merge? Wouldn't it be crazy for the Rockefellers to start accumulating all these oil companies? And you're right back to Standard Oil. Remember, guys, they're the ones who created the climate situation. Rockefeller actually hired scientists to investigate, so they knew the predicament that we would be at and the sea levels rise and all that good stuff. I'm going to do a video on that on my main channel. But definitely, guys, we're moving over to renewable energies because they knew what was happening, all this fracking, all this oil, what would happen. So it's not like they didn't know. But definitely, guys, oil is going to move up short term, but we know we're going to be moving into renewables. And again, that's 3 and 5 years down the road. But we see Exxon has their renewable facility in China. That's right, guys, in China. So it's not like they're not getting prepared, all these different Asian countries prepared for the actual renewable energy. They're definitely moving towards that. Now, it's going to be hard for China to get off of it, but they definitely are, and we know that Russia's nothing but gas. Now, we have another big earnings week this week, guys. We have Amazon and Google, Alphabet. So we saw, even though these big companies took a hit, we saw GameStop as a distraction. We'll see if they do the same thing this week, but there are some big names, and you can see the names here. Of course, I'm going to go over it more tomorrow. I see the stock market taking a hit tomorrow, but then us slowly moving back up. Remember, guys, we're going to have less liquidity going forward. We had the facilities closing the early part of January. March 31st are when the other facilities are going to be closing. So if Janet Yellen doesn't come out with new repos, we know the market is going to take a big hit until Biden comes out with this new stimulus package. But as I've stated plenty of times, the first quarter we always take a hit. But after that, it's going to depend on how soon Biden can get this stimulus package through Congress, and then also if Yellen is going to start these repos back up with the actual Fed. Now, guys, if you're into precious metals, you've seen that silver is almost impossible to get right now. The silver squeeze is definitely going on. So if you have silver sitting around, you want to sell it, this will be the perfect time to get rid of it. I know I've been buying silver for about 10 years, but I always hold on to it. But definitely when you see prices move up like this, it's definitely a time to unload a little bit. But physical silver is hard to get, and we will see how long this lasts. Now, guys, this looks like a colluded actual behavior because I know the site that I buy mine on, they had plenty at first, and then all of a sudden, they're out. So definitely trying to move that price up. Nothing wrong with it because we know manipulation goes on all the time when it comes to the big money. But also, guys, let's get into the actual indicators, which is going to be very important going forward. Now, those who've been watching my videos all this time, we have the dollar up, we have the VIX up. Now, when it comes to the VIX, this whole time that I've been doing videos, we've always been in the 20s, always. Now, guys, we spiked into the 30s. So definitely the market knows something is about to happen. Y'all know every time I post the actual VIX is in the 20s, almost going towards the teens. But now we're in the 30s because volatility is definitely here, and we know that a correction is coming. Just like I stated, I see a 10% correction on its way. Now, yields, we got to keep an eye on that. Yields were down a little when it came to Friday, but definitely keep an eye on that. And just like I said, the dollar is up for right now, and we're going to make sure we keep an eye on the actual VIX. And lastly, guys, it's going to be about crypto. It says India might ban private cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. So we're starting to see, again, it's like we're back in 2017 with the Asian countries talking about banning. Don't worry about the news, guys. It's a way to scare you. But definitely cryptos are going to start heading down. And then also the actual stock market is going to be starting to head down. Now, we know we still have the pumps and dumps. We know that's going to happen. That's the whole point of trading. That's why you're in the game, to make money. But when it comes to cryptos, you want the volatility because we have big swings, 15, 20, 30, 40% swings where you can make easy money. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But cryptos, because they are so cheap versus, of course, the stock market is way expensive, but cryptos are similar to dealing with the Asian markets because the dollar is still the world reserve currency, and over in Asia, we're 6-1 or better. And also, guys, we see Congress bringing up cannabis stocks again. So we know regulation is about to change. Get yourselves in position. You still have plenty of time. Just like I stated, $25, $50, $100 per paycheck. You still have plenty of time. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget to check out the Crypto Teacher channel. Like, subscribe, learn the new crypto and blockchain economy that's coming. Also, like, subscribe this channel, spread it everywhere, and y'all have a wonderful day.